Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
You know, after all the pre-match hype, I expect this one to be one for the ages.
Come on, enough preliminaries.
But hey, everybody knows that when Dean Ambrose is here, we're all hanging on the lunatic fringe.
What an offensive show by Dean Ambrose.
It's been quite the journey, but now Baron Corbin is the challenger for the title, and we have one hell of a match here. Well, it's never easy to take down a champ. What kind of attack should he mount?
Baron Corbin challenges for the title here, and he's anxious to show he's ready for the big stage. And by big stage, I mean the stage where he's the champion wearing the crown. We'll see if he's up to the task.
He's come a long way, and he stands on fate's doorstep, hoping he can walk through the door. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight.
Dean Ambrose can go stride for stride with any superstar in WWE, no matter how big or small. Ambrose launches a frenzied assault on opponents that combines brawling, air assaults, and submissions.
Well, Michael, what makes the attacks you mentioned even more deadly for an opponent is that Dean Ambrose is one of the most unconventional superstars we've ever seen. No one knows what he's going to throw at any opponent next. Camel clutch applied, and man, is he pulling back on that neck. Watch it, and he powers out.
I like what I'm seeing here from Dean Ambrose.
I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything.
I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
Dean Ambrose's range of skills certainly venture into the unusual, but the attacks and strategies helped Ambrose become the longest reigning United States champion in WWE history with a 351-day championship reign. That's the third longest ever if you include the title's history in WCW and the NWA. Ambrose starting to struggle now. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
This guy's fine. Don't worry about him.
Well, it's hard to argue that, but I'd say this one could go either way. You know, Dean Ambrose looks a little unhinged, and I won't argue that. But when you see Ambrose dismantle his opponents with speed, high-flying attacks, and all sorts of violence, there's no doubt that there's definitely a method to his madness. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Getting some air here.
I need some too after sitting next to you.
Dean Ambrose has really gained some ground here with his offense.
He's begging for it. Dean Ambrose has his eyes on his target, folks. Cover here. 1, 2, 3. What a title defense.
Here's your winner and still the Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose.
Ladies and gentlemen,